Numerous examples of government hubris in Parliament today, but there's more. Here's Health Minister Mark Butler, who I never thought of as particularly funny, but he's having a go at it, taking a cheap shot at Angus Taylor.
Of course, the Leader of the Opposition's got a pretty infamous record on Medicare from her time as Health Minister. The member for Canning, I'm not sure, has ever mentioned the word Medicare in this place. And as for the great pretender to the throne, the member for Hume, who inexplicably remains on the front bench, Mr Speaker, a man with no apparent honour at all, plotting against his leader from the front bench.
Joining me now is Liberal Senator Leah Blyth. Leah, welcome to the program. You're in Parliament today. Did voters see an opposition taking the fight up to Labor, or did they just see a circus today?
And I was quite busy in the Senate, so that was interesting watching Mark Butler's clip there, an attempt at being funny. I think certainly we're focused on taking the fight to Labor every day. Obviously, there is a disorganisation on the opposition benches at the moment, which isn't ideal, and I think Australians need us to be doing better.
Susan Lee has put a new compromise offer to the Nationals, trying to stitch the coalition back together after the split. The proposal reportedly included benching 3 National senators from frontbench roles for 6 months after they broke ranks on the hate crimes bill. But Nationals members are said to be unimpressed, even offended and angry, especially that the details of the offer leaked before they could meet today to discuss it. Was it unhelpful that someone on your side leaked the terms of the offer to the media? It's probably not the way to do negotiations, right?
It's certainly not the way to do negotiations, and you know it's not like the Liberal Party to leak, is it, Joe? So, you know, I think for us, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry. Basically.
Everyone's a comedian tonight.
It's not helpful, and I think those negotiations, and I can't speak for either the Leader of the Liberal Party or the Leader of the Nationals Party, but, you know, certainly those negotiations were entered into in good faith by both parties. So I think as a coalitionist, I really want to see the coalition get back together, because I'm actually sick of us talking about ourselves incessantly. I want to see us getting back to holding this terrible Labor government to account. We've seen interest rates go up today. You know, we've got some of the highest interest rates in the developed world, and everyday Australian families are now going to have to find another $100 a month to pay their average mortgage, and that's going to be tough for a lot of families out there.
Are you surprised that David Littleproud rejected Susan Lee's offer?
I am, and I'm guessing that that's coming through the media. That's certainly not something that I've received through sort of channels, official channels of the Liberal Party. I'm hoping that negotiations can still be made. I think it's unhelpful for me to make comments, but I think his position is difficult given comments that he has made quite publicly about his views on the coalition and what he wants to see that come back together.
David Littleproud said, he's since walked it back, but he said he doesn't believe there could be a coalition while Susan Lee is still the leader. You're a Liberal. Do you think there can be a coalition while David Littleproud is still the leader, given many of the things that he has said?
I was pretty disappointed by some of the comments that he made. I'm certainly not going to make comments as a former coalition partner and Liberal. It's not for any Liberal to dictate the leader of the National Party, just as it's not for any National to dictate who the leader of the Liberal Party is. So I think that's a matter for the Nationals to work out amongst themselves.
Just before I let you go, it's been reported that Longman MP Terry Young was very well received when he told the Liberal Party room this morning that a longer break from the coalition would be a good thing.
There are certainly differing views from members of the Liberal Party. I am a coalitionist. I think we are strongest together. And I think the longer that this goes on and the longer that we are talking about ourselves, the less impressed that Australians are with us. We need to get our act together. We need to do better. And we need to get back to the job that Australians have elected us for, and that's holding this government to account.
Let me ask you just one more question. Do you think that the Liberals would be better served just forget trying to reconcile with the Nationals? Clearly they're not interested right now. Get on with holding the government to account. Get on with life without them. And if we reconcile later on down the road, so be it. Otherwise, let's just get on with the job and stop playing this game. Do you think that would be a better course of action from this point now?
I absolutely do. Our focus has to be on holding the government to account. And the longer that we have distractions, we're not doing that job. So for me, it is, we've got a job to do here. That's what I'm focused on. And it's certainly a far more pragmatic approach for us to be taking, I think.
Leah Blyth, a delight. Thanks for coming on the program after a very interesting day, it must be said. I appreciate your time.